Welcome back to City Scene and our Summer Spectacular. I love our effects here. High dollar stuff. We're inside the council chambers. Well, A, because it's air conditioned, and what do you want better in Summer Spectacular than air conditioning? And two, because this place matters, but maybe not for the reasons you think it would. We're talking about history, and our history lady here, Colette Kinane, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming on the show today. In the middle of the Summer Spectacular, we're usually talking about fun, different things to do, but I guess what you're planning is kind of fun.
Of course it's going to be fun.
Because you're involved, right? Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, it's like a Historic Preservation Day thing, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell me about it. What is it?
So we are going to have workshops for residents, contractors, developers, anyone who's interested in history on July 30th. We have a great speaker coming talking about the North Carolina Building Rehab Code, which I hear is really intense stuff.
Sounds exciting.
I don't know, we'll find out. We're also going to be talking about maintenance, repair, and restoration for your historic home, if you have one, and what preservation is and why it matters.
So this isn't about like getting reenactors to come out in period costumes. This is really about preserving the historic character of our city.
Right,
or at least what's left of it anyway.
That too.
Well, you know, you go to a lot of towns and they got a lot of historic old buildings, but I don't tend to think of that with Greenville because I know they've torn down an awful lot of the older buildings, but there are some buildings that are still here that are worth saving, right?
That's absolutely true. There are a lot of buildings worth saving, and historic preservation, I like to think about it as more than just the buildings. It's about a community's history and community involvement, so we're going to be working on that too.
Okay, now you mentioned some of the, I guess, tax credits and things like that. What kind of programs are there in place to help with saving these homes or refurbishing these homes, things like that?
So we have a few programs offered through the city, facade improvement grants and a historic preservation home loan if you're in the historic district or a local landmark. There are also a few federal programs, and hopefully eventually we'll have a state program as well.
Excellent, excellent. So when people come out to this, and what are you calling it? You're calling it This Place Matters?
Right, preserving for the future.
Okay, when is it?
July 30th.
Okay, what time?
Sessions start at 8 a.m. here in City Hall, and then they'll be scheduled throughout the day. We're also having a few starting at 6 p.m. at the IGC Center. The
Intergenerational Center on West 5th Street, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well that sounds good. What kind of people do you expect would like to come out to this or would benefit from coming out to this?
Well, I think everyone could potentially benefit, but historic homeowners, people who live in a historic neighborhood, people who are interested in historic preservation, developers, contractors, anyone who might work with a historic building.
Maybe even if you're interested in some of these old buildings that maybe you don't own one of them, but you've always thought, boy, it'd be great to own a house like that.
Exactly.
How could I get that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well that's awesome. Do you need to reserve a spot in this or?
Pre-registration would be great. If we have a lunch session and registration is required for that, but if you'd like to just walk in and to any of the other sessions, that's possible too.
Okay, how do you register?
There is a section on our website in the Historic Preservation tab under Community Development.
Can I just call somebody instead?
That's true, you could call me.
Okay, well how do I call you? What's your number?
It's 329-4486.
You'll have a lot of fun with Colette and the whole gang when they come out here. So once again, This Place Matters. It's like a Historic Preservation Day. Should be awesome. When is it?
July 30th.
Okay, starts at 9 o'clock right here in
8
City Hall.
o'clock.
8 o'clock. Don't get here at 9, you'll miss out on all the fun. Because all the fun happens in the beginning.
Only an hour's worth of fun.
Oh, okay. And more information on the website, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.